There we go. Oh, gotta turn that one down, but hey everybody, welcome into another evening here on Double G Streams. Another late to the start. Usually I'm fashionably late by a couple minutes, and I was like, oh, I get to start early today. Well, then I didn't. But I'm slightly under the weather, so I guess it all kind of makes sense. But hey, I got busy chatting up some stuff that I felt was important to chat and have intellectual bring-ups of conversational stuff. And slight memory. Factual memory is actually great memory. But thank you to everyone who was waiting around. Sorry to make you wait. I wanted to start a heck of a lot earlier myself as to the wells. Timothy, good to see you. Shout out to Dr. Red for being first as always. As most all the time. Thank you to Joe Cool and Galactic for stopping on by. Maybe catch them whenever they come back around. So all that being said, and I kind of want a snack, but that's gonna have to wait. In the meantime, yeah, if I can delve into standard right away, that'd be nice to do. Also, these notes are here. Well, that's cool. Thank you, Arena. Let's check the store, and I'm gonna go over a few of the things I wanted to mention about standard, because there's two ways I could build the blue-white deck that I'm really interested in playing. I have one that's a deck list and one that's of my own creation. There's probably ways I can change up Esperados, no doubt, to make it more enchantment-based. It seems like I have the opportunity to finally play the Simic Cookies deck that Ash Lizzle has built, and I've always wanted to play because that is such a me deck. And I've never got to play it, but I actually have the wild cards for the current version, so I don't know. $20 for a pound of candy corn? Are you having a sugar high? But hey, good on you. Enjoy that candy corn. Well, I'm a candy corn person myself, and oh man, I kind of want to get these. I don't want to spend gems on them. You always want to spend your coins, not your real money. Like they want me to pay what 25? That would be $12.50 for digital art of IRL links. Like, oh, pure. Good luck. Good luck. Yeah, I think last time I spent all my coins on some of these things. So they're having a very Liliana themed day, huh? Fair enough. But it's got this. Is this all the stuff of Liliana? I feel like they're missing a couple cards here. But I wonder if they're even in. No, because yeah, I don't. The Magic Origins of Liliana card isn't here. But yeah, Liliana, one of the few planeswalkers. Ooh, I wonder if they're going to showcase her as still being a planeswalker after the recent Realmbreaker event from March of the Machines. But Liliana was a pre-mending planeswalker. Sparked when her attempt to heal her brother, where she used a root that had been burned by fire by a neighboring country. She decided to use it anyways. It's like, oh, I've been practicing necromancy. I can still make this work. It didn't work. She turned him into a lich, and he became instantly cursed, and she was like, oh no! And then just planeswalked. So she was a pre-mending walker, and she was kind of always tormented by the fact that she wronged her brother kind of badly. And then the mending happened, and she was starting to age rapidly, and she didn't want to age. So she cut a deal with Nicol Bolas. And so he brokered a deal between 4 demons so she could practically be, youthfully immortal. Eventually, she joins the Gatewatch, and they go around and they destroy her 4 demons, but surprise, when the demons are dead, Nicol Bolas has full control of her. Right, watch the fine details of a contract deals, right? Leon the Last Hope is when stuff was going down on Innistrad. Emrakul showed up on Innistrad. The giant Eldritch Horror showed up, and she kind of actually helped save the day, because if it weren't for her unleashing the zombie horde to take on all the Eldrazi, that would have been game over. But anyways, then the War of the Spark happens. Nicol Bolas, he's using her to control the metal zombie army, literally covered in metal, but she's like, nope, ain't gonna do it. She finally just says, no, I ain't gonna be your pawn anymore. I don't care if I die. It's not worth it. And she turncoat. He goes, "All right, you die." Gideon goes, "No," and puts his uh, indestructibleness on her, so the curse transfers to him, and he teleports away to go die. That selfless act has messed with Liliana since, where she then went on to just become a teacher at Strixhaven and changed her name, where she's now Onyx Iora, basically using Gideon's like last name, but she doesn't know. She doesn't know where she heard the name from, but she's like, this will work. So she's unknowingly using Gideon's last name, kind of as an honor, but she still struggles with survivor's guilt of like, why did you help me, Gideon? I was such a bad person. So yeah, there's Leon's story. It's nice that she has a what's the word? Super huge redemption arc. Very great story building for a character. Ironic, because her story building turned out pretty well as compared to most other characters. Anyways, good to see you, Violet. How's it going? We're going to try to get into some shenanigans really soon. I gotta sneeze. Oh. Being already under the weather, sneezes hurt so bad. Especially when the esophagus already hurts, you know? But let's open up a few cards. See if we get anything that can be useful. Rares wise goes towards deck building, all that. Not that I know that's going to help. We'll at least go to get one more rare card. It only takes 4 more openings. And then I'm going to talk about some of the building I wanted to do for standard. And if it doesn't work out, we'll just what's the word? We're back to some limited. But there's enough decks to play standard with. That's actually going to cut down on 1 rare card needed in a certain deck. Need some of the Shards Mage Rescue. It's going to be interesting. So, open 2 more, get the rare wild card, and go over some of the decks. You may mill, huh? You put on the battlefield tap. Well, that's nifty, I guess. Like an artifact that does something that can then maybe attack. That's nifty. Duskmourn. Oh yeah, she does the fractal thing. It's not the most impressive thing yet, but maybe she should be more build aroundable in the next standard. Or she's just meant to be a, you know, a Brawl Commander card. Alright, over to the decks. So here's what we're interested in. We're trying to get the work for standard Knight. I've always wanted to play the Simic Cookie deck. Requires 11 rares, and pretty much got that right now. I'm not going to go for it just yet, but do I want? Oh, man. Dude, I might have to go get some Kleenex or something. My nose literally waited until I was streaming to be a nuisance, to be a menace to the body society. Alright, alright. Yarn! Man, I really should have some like chips or something. I might just go grab a bowl of dry cereal. At least there's something nutritious in there. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so never made the silly mill deck. I wonder if it got any better post-rotation. The whole point was to get something big enough that you're tapping and retapping stuff, untapping things, and you're just playing really large jests because of Innkeeper's Town. It's a really weird combo deck. I don't have to play just for the heck of it. But wild cards are a thing. Another cool standard deck that seemed fun to play was a more Rakdos version of, you know, instant death. Thanks to Unstoppable Slasher, who, whenever it deals combat damage to a player, they lose half their life rounded up. And Bloodletter of Aclazotz that says whenever an opponent loses life, they lose double, so losing half your health doubled is just all your health, and voila. That there's a card called Russia Dread. But this also looks like just a really good black-red aggro deck to begin with. And yeah, I'm right up that alley. I'm all for that. That seems like some good stuff. Plus some little bit of works here with Iridescent Vine Lasher and Hired Claw, who... The Vine Lasher has landfall for deal 1 damage, target opponent. The Hired Claw deals 1 damage when it attacks. Razorkin just deals 1 damage whenever they draw a card. Dreaming Nemesis is pretty cool because it's a 3/3 for 3 with haste, and whenever it takes damage, it deals that much damage to any target. And then if it somehow deals damage to a player this way, that player can't gain life for the rest of the game. Dude. But the main thing here is we also got Ob Nixilis. And he's a 4/3 for 4 flying trample. Whenever 1 or more opponents each lose exactly 1 life, you put a +1/+1 counter on Ob Nixilis, you exile the top card of your library, and until the end of your next end step, you may play that card. So, yeah, you get some good stuff out of it. There's all these things that work well with Ob to help, you know, grow him, make him a threat. Bloodletter says each 1 little ping does 2 instead, so a bit of a non-bow between Bloodletter and Ob if they're both out at the same time. But, no, it doesn't really matter. This Gravest Wound was an interesting selection. Champ player can't gain life. Whenever they deal damage, they lose half their life rounded up. Oh, that works pretty well with Bloodletter as well. Whew. Also pretty solid, but I don't know if if it's better to just have the Rush of Dread. Because you can... What can that card do again? Sugar Rush. Lol. Alright, what does it do? Yeah, target opponent sacrifices half the creatures they own. Rounded up. Everyone discards half the cards in their hand rounded up. Or discard half their life rounded up. Granted that's sorcery speed and not just at any possible instance. This is something that costs 5 automatically. This, for the lose half life, it still costs 5 and it's a one-time effect, whereas this can stick around and make anything turn a little bit more lethal. Work with this card a bit more. So, it knows it's really acting up now. Go figure. Seems cool to play, but it doesn't have a sideboard. This is more like a best of one kind of deck format thing. But there is some stuff out there. Now here's one way to build the blue-white deck. And I was like, yeah, I'm kind of interested in this. A main draw to it is, of course, Ethereal Armor. You're going to have tons of enchantments in this deck. And the enchanted creatures can get +1/+1 for each enchantment you control and against first strike. Well, if you have a bunch of 1-drops that, whenever whenever enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, or whenever you fully unlock a room, you put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. This thing can grow itself, it can grow your other things. This deck also goes a little bit wide by having plenty of like token producers, such as Gremlin Tamer, has that eerie effect. Creates a 1/1 Gremlin token. Then the more aggressive aspect is Feather Flight. It replaces itself when you cast it, and it gives that creature +1/+0 and flying. That's really good. There's a nice removal suite in here too, such as Ossification and Sheltered by Ghosts. Good selection for the deck. One of the biggest strong packages in the deck here is Silent Hall Creeper, which I did not see throughout all the spoilers and whatnot, but I was like, oh, when I saw this eventually down the road after the set's release, like, oh, yeah, I would definitely want that in the blue-white deck I was thinking of building. I mean, it's a 1/1 for 2 mana, and it can't be blocked. And whenever it deals combat damage to a player, choose something that hasn't been chosen. You'll put 2+1/+1 counters on Silent Hall Creeper, you will draw a card, and you will become a copy. The Silent Hall Creeper will become a copy of another target creature you control. So, you're more than likely going to choose either the first two options to begin with. Either making it bigger into a 3/3 unblockable on its own, then it's going to draw you a card. Or maybe you can do it in reverse because you beefed it up with Ethereal Armor. I mean, turn 2 Silent Hall Creeper into a turn 3 Ethereal and or Feather Flight and whatnot. That's pretty good. Ethereal Armor being the best because now it's a 3/3 with First Strike that can't be blocked. So a little redundant there, honestly. And the same with the flying, but it can still get in there. But for anything that cares about enchantments, and this thing just is an enchantment creature, it's solid. Now, I prefer the can't be blocked aspect of certain things like Gingerbrute, who is an artifact creature that says creatures without haste can't block this when you pay 1 mana. And it's like, now a little bit of give and take. Yeah, it's a mana sink, but there were some cool aspects to this, like such as this blue creature, the blue enchantress, breaking the color pie, never seen before. Ooh. 2/3 for 3. And then whenever an enchantment you control enters. Or, whenever you fully unlock a room, you draw a card. That plays out pretty darn well. And I like the idea with those Enduring Curiosities. Whenever a creature controlled deals combat to a player, draw a card. And then whenever this creature dies, if it was a creature, return the battlefield. But the thing is, it's a 4/3 for 4 with flash, so it's a pseudo hasty creature. It's gonna do, turbo blocking or other things. The interesting part was this Overlord of the Flood Pits, as compared to the White Overlord, which creates 2/1 flyers whenever you impending it or hardcast it. I guess this thing does only impending for 3 mana as compared to 4, so that's probably it. It'll enter as an enchantment, immediately draw you 2, discarding 1. So I can see why it's included to help find you answers or removal or aggression, whatever you might need. Enduring Innocence keeps a little bit of a draw engine going. So there's a little bit of a draw engine, go wide thing here as well to facilitate being able to get your threats in there. So that seems to be one way to build it. It's intriguing, but it did make me wonder something. Now I had my own blue-white deck up here, and I put a few things in here where I'm just like, these are prospective cards, and even just putting the prospects in left me with only room for 4 cards after removing 2 lands. So there's Inquisitive Glimmer. It's a 2/3 for 2. Enchantment creature, Fox. Glimmer. An enchantment spells you cast costs 1 less, and unlock costs you pay costs 1 less. And I guess one might argue that it goes better in a eerie deck that does both enchantment things and rooms. Maybe, maybe not. I mean, I think there's plenty of room for turning your Feather Flight into a 1 mana cantrip. And then you get a 3/3 flyer that's keeping your board less costing. Zoetic Glyph could then only cost 2, and if you put it on something like Gingerbrute, Bring into a 5/4, 1 mana can't be blocked, except by creatures with haste. Or if you have this Curious Inquiry, it's an enchantment that will get you a clue token that you can Zoetic Glyph onto. Or pay the 2 draw a card if the game's going a bit late. Now, this build of mine doesn't have a lot of creatures in it yet. Got some Silent Hall Creeper, I think, to get in there. And I probably have to do the, like, not collected and all that. So... Did already set some in there, huh? And that still leaves room for 4 cards. Oh, perfect. Awesome. I didn't realize I already had it in here. I already took the time for that. So that's still keeping it at 13. What to do? Not very helpful if my only artifact is Gingerbrute. I could probably go down on a Tale for the Ages. Enchanted creatures getting a +2/+2. It's pretty awesome, but it's not like your enchantment creatures are going to get a benefit until they're enchanted. It's a little bit of a tacky add-on, all in all. Get resituated here so I can sit a bit closer. Really look at the cards, feel them, study them. Can't smell them because they're digital, and my nose is stuffed. We're going to get into them heart of the cards. Maybe we should just go to a 4th Glimmer. Really want that creature. I guess just the protection cards are what we would want. Remove a Tale for the Ages. Maybe you only need 1. Now, Heliod is an interesting one. See, what did it do again? Or is like, probably want that. Return target enchantment card that isn't a god from your graveyard to your hand. Oh, right. 4/4/4/4 that brings something back. Solid. When he transforms for 4 mana or 3 and 2 health, you cast spells as though they had flash. Spells you cast cost 1 less to cast for each card your opponents have drawn this turn. Ooh. Extremely interesting. The Virtue of Loyalty could work, but I mean, it's also kind of meh. Huh. I'm getting to thinking, just let's stew for a moment. In the Trenches is interesting, because it's like creatures you control get +1/+1, and for 6 mana, just exile target non-land permanent you don't control until this leaves the battlefield. And you can only activate this as a sorcery and only once ever throughout the whole game. Kind of a little bit better than Tale for the Ages because it just naturally buffs up your creatures and doesn't require them to be enchanted to get buffed up. But it's double white, so you're only going to get 1 mana reduction anyway. You're only getting 1 mana reduction regardless. Sup, Joe? How you doing? Thanks for stopping by earlier. Sorry it was so late, but I was busy having a good conversation with friendos. And maybe you can call it less of a conversation and more just spouting words and information and having a good time of it, but, you know, it's better to be late for what you feel is a good reason rather than just being bogged down or all that other kind of stuff. That's how irony goes. You're like, oh, I could totally be early to this time for the first time in forever. Instead of being way later than you normally are. That's life, but it was worth it. Anyways, hope you're doing well. And I'm currently trying to figure out my own version of this kind of deck. And I think I'm going to double up on In the Trenches. Maybe get more things like Vanishing Light into here. Or, no, I want the... I think I probably do want to run the new Duskmourn enchantments as well as ossification in here. It just seems to be the right play, but I gotta get more feathers in here. I like a little bit of what the one thing had going on. I think the one Zoetic glyph could be interesting. Or more curious inquiry. And yeah, I needed other sideboard card options. Ugh. I think I would totally bring this in a sideboard. Oops. Put this over here. Don't know how that got in there, but Clearing Geyser would be pretty good. Bring creatures with hand, draw a card. Spells kicked, you gain 3 life. I mean, this is just pretty decent in general. Just remove that, draw 1. Probably more efficient ways to go about that. Anyways, there we go. Sheltered by Ghosts for the main portion, and yeah, the Shardmate Rescue for. Worried about Aiden still? Yeah, I understand. Me too. But, you know, the process is slow. It's not easy nor immediate. And the dude's working his butt off. Probably more than he ever has in his entire life, so. And having to put up with people who just don't want to work, so. You know, no doubt it's a frustrating experience. Yes, I'm not mildly under the weather, but that's more just vocal cords being sore and slight nasal congestion. But hey, I'm putting up voices all the time anyways. What's it matter? Wonder what different voices I can do now. I wonder how my voices are augmented because of it. So this is the kind of get off me kind of play on these ones. Yeah, the Optimistic Scavenger is pretty nifty. Should be main board. I mean, I guess, what's the point of something that you can make it not be blocked as compared to something that will always be growing bigger, and multiple versions of it make it grow bigger more. But I'll try to work around with it. I probably could use a few more 1-drops, so let's see here. What's this code? Oh, I remember that code. Yeah. Never mind. 2. Maybe 3 for the main board? This Protect the Negotiators would probably actually be really good for the other deck rather than this one. Because this one doesn't play too many creatures. You'd rather want this one to have hard removal, like hard counterspell or hard protection, over the Protect the Negotiators. Give me some early draws, but it's like, yeah, no, I don't know. Why is enchantments casting hexproof? Then it's both collected and not collected. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that could go in there right away. Let's see, ossification. Any creature, that's a creature or planeswalker. So it's still really solid. I never had a full set of these. Okay, so I think at least from the 3 is pretty good. $14 creatures, 27 enchantments. Well, I love crafting all the uncommons. Yeah, virtual OT, definitely not the way to go. And what I need is the Duskmourn 1-drop. I should be able to recognize it by art, correct? Oh, yep, there it is. Still almost went through it. Okay. Worst comes to worst, can probably... The fact that I can grab an In the Trenches is pretty interesting. Not so much this will actually work, but we'll wait and see. As much as, you know, Heliod doing stuff is great. Heliod is pretty nifty. Give it that. I don't have any of the Mind Skinner here on Arena yet? Oh, that's sad. Dude, I feel like I should put this sideboard. I feel like there are some decks that just... stall out, and it's like, that should totally just go in there to counter a deck or something. But maybe I can go in the other deck. Enduring Curiosity, huh? And where's the other 3 mana card? Maybe a couple of the entity trackers could be... Can it be worth it? There are still 27 enchantments in the deck. So in the end, there's only a few things that my deck differences on. It still needs a sideboard. Let me view the other deck real quick. And double check what the main differences are. As soon as I can find it, oh my gosh, where did it go? Oh, Ethereal. Plus they might have some... Oh yeah, Flood Farm Verge, huh? Yeah, that might be good to add in there. And Fountain Port has turned itself to be pretty good if a game is going very late. Sacrifice token, draw a card. That's also pretty good. Chair, whoa, how you doing? Been a long while since I've seen you. But then again, I guess when Aiden hasn't had the time to stream, yeah, that's going to be the case. Oh, why's that, Chair? Why? You're probably about to make a pun, right? No, I will ask. I wonder if it's going to be a more serious or like joking one. Maybe half and half, but you have to type it out, so we'll see. Those fountain ports are rare. Gosh, everything's a rare. School stress? Nah. Yeah, I get it. No, I totally get it. Alright, I like my build. A few changes I would make. My main one based on this one. Which, Inquisition. The Inquisitive Glimmer. Got you some lands. I don't know about the wastes. Though these wastes, or these kind of pain lands have always cursed me in ways. I'm gonna try and conserve on my rare cards a little bit. What am I running here? 22 land? Considering my deck, I could probably run one less land. But then, like, what do I run one more of? Maybe one of the useless Zoetic glyphs. Just because. You never know when I might get to throw it on the Ginger Brood or the Inquiry token. The Investigative Clue token. Okay. We'll figure out a sideboard for this later. Oh, I need it now! Yeah, not wrong there. I don't know what to throw in. What does this deck need? Yeah, the whole I have hexproof now build, and yeah, if you're a mono black deck, we probably want some extra shore up. We already have like our own kind of removal suite. I mean, Ghost Vacuum? Do we have any other like? Sell cards from the graveyard? I mean, yeah. Things that some sort of graveyard hate would probably be the way to go. Is there anything else? They basically got tons of probably more than Zoetic. I probably need an extra Feather of Flight or something. Just for that card draw, get in there damage. I think that should be the trade-off. I needed one more. Wow. What else is good sideboard? They can't target me stuff. Just... I guess anything that grants lifelink. Healing, straight damage isn't a thing, so... Yeah, I guess that's gonna be the best then I can do for now. We'll just add an extra one of each. And... Shard... With too many A's. This, yeah, no, we don't need a Tolarian Geyser. Well, it is pretty cool. It's too slow against, like, things like mono red, so I guess bounce... Bouncing removal to kind of shut down their, I guess there is this Into the Flood Maw. Kinda can help against mono red. Like, oh, that's nice. Putting all your incentive on a single creature, bounce it? Maybe? Well, that's what I'm gonna hope for now. I think throwing on a 5th card. Throwing on a 15th card, I think, would just be helpful. What should go in there? I don't know. Yeah, go bother Joe. Thanks, man. I'm definitely gonna have one. I'm about to go battle with this. Wish me luck. I still have to fix up Esperados later. Why am I doing all? Why is the mono red player playing all this blue white and blue white black today? This is odd. All right, have a good one, chair. Thank you, thank you. Need a 15th card. 15th card, where are you? I think it's this card, but it's probably not. We'll make it. In the much life +1 instead. No heart is not the way. An extra form of removal they wouldn't expect that would technically cost less wouldn't be so bad. And I think a Wandering Rescuer is actually probably good sideboard. And I put it in the main board by accident. Here we go. Sideboard. Helps in those get off me games. Don't target me. No targeting. White or black spells, white or red spells, white or blue spells. Well, we're going to complete that one first and easiestly. Oh, no. Not there yet. Oh yeah, is sealed over? I want to check. Nope, there's still some sealed play. Cool. Find a match. Ranked. Best of 3. Standard and Inquisition. Oh, I didn't put any sleeves on here. Oh, man. Alright, what we got? Need to throw some sleeves on. What matches? What's solid? Plenty, actually. And enchantment creature dog would be pretty solid. What is this? Well, alrighty then. Yeah, I think enchantment creature dog thing is probably for the best. Enchantment creature dog, when it enters the battlefield, draw a card. Confirm. Much more perfect. Play. Just my phone go off, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, let me go grab my phone. I need to do Duolingo anyways. I can do that while I wait for opponents. Or while the opponents wait for me. I got back just in time. Also, it's a spam text. Go figure. Do Greenberg in a moment. They call you Chester. Oh, no lands. Wonderful. My favorite type of opening hand. The one where I can't play anything. Oh, there we go. What do I give up? Probably the feather of flight. I'll keep this 6, and I could just drop off one of the lands, actually. Roll plains or island. I've got more plains in the deck, so let's drop off a plains. And then I'm going to draw extra cards anyways. Yeah, why keep the extra lands? Done. Was like, oh, see, I just drew a land. I'm glad I got rid of a land. You must know thine deck. He's like, oh gosh, Junior Brute. He's gonna be like, not Simic cookies. Nope. Surprise, surprise. Okay, what we got here? Marvin. Ooh, a Marvin deck. I wonder what the big deal is. Okay. We just ossification right away. I kind of just want to see what they do. Well, alright. tokens I can use for later. I see. Ah, thank you, Dr. Red. Yeah, I almost kind of forgot that was a thing that did occur. Our attacks create a map token. So, it doesn't do anything yet, this Marvin. Interesting. I don't know what it is eventually going to do. I'm enchanted to this island. E. I'm gonna take down the big guy, get in for another 2. And then I can eventually draw 2 cards down the road. At a cost of 2 mana per card. So yeah, big 200. It was kind of amazing to hit. It's like, wow, that was a long time coming. But yeah. Praise the Lord. Thanks a lot. I'm glad people found me worthy enough to get to at least 200. I ain't worried about it, but I do appreciate it. So thank you. And so how's your night been? How's it been going? Oh, they're trying to get an extra Explorer card. To get the extra map tokens. Healing Wormwood. I always like them. Ah, they got their Marvin to be even bigger! No, no block. Oh, how ironic. Are they playing this in a cookie deck? No way, man. No way, brah. Well, okay. I'm gonna put that here. I drew land, and we're gonna put this here. No, we're gonna say it can't be blocked. And hit you for 10. And end the turn. Okay. So they can turn this all around. They could not turn it all around. Good to know. But they've probably got a much better sideboard than I do, and they have no idea what they're going to bring in. Probably all the enchantment hate. Because it's better off for them to target individual pieces of enchantments rather than the creatures themselves. But I don't exactly know what blue-green's going to do. My deck was far faster. So what do I expect out of them? The Curious Inquiry those didn't do too much. But they did just enough. Just to run on the protection theme and don't remove my creatures, but you can go ahead and remove my individual pieces of bring in the Wandering Rescuer. Maybe kind of sort just in case. So be able to take down a number of the creatures with ossification and sheltered by ghosts. The question, of course, is always like, what am I bringing in? What am I removing? And like, why am I doing that? I think I'll keep the Wanderer out. And actually just have 3 of the shore ups in case they go for specific creature removal. I feel like in green, I'm clicking done multiple times. Come on now. I feel in green, they got access to a lot of enchantment-specific removal. So they'd rather take out things like ossification, the ossification itself, or they'll take out things like the sheltered by ghosts directly rather than targeting the creatures that I have. But they are able to turn Excel target non-creature artifact or non-creature enchantment. I mean, that's great for any specific thing that isn't something else, so okay. I probably could have just removed the ossifications actually and brought in the shore-ups. And it would have been hilarious, but we'll see what they do. I have to play shields down for a turn, and then if my shields go back up, well... If I draw a land, though, that's pretty good. Okay, so the kite sail helps in there, huh? I was wondering about that. Yeah, I'll pass it. I can probably get one more turn, but likely they'll just turn in their favor. How interesting, though. The first deck I play against is the deck I've always wanted to play. I mean, pilot, you know, not just play against, but play as, play with, be the pilot thereof. Oh, I like that card. Surge Engine would be pretty good, actually, in the sideboard to put in for, the whatchamacallit. But alright, does that cost 2, and this would make him have to pay 3, it's better to just get rid of it, because that thing can close out a game on its own, can't be blocked. Well, this will be interesting. Pass the turn. See, if I were them, I'd actually try to take out the treasure token. Like, spend the end of my turn, take out the treasure token. Yeah, sure. Attack me for 7. Yeah, I'm fine with that. It's a curious case. I did finally draw the extra land. What now? 5, 6, 7. We still have the green. So I can probably force them to go for... What has he got? Ward 1. Best thing I can do is put it on this creature. We're going to target the Haywire Mite. I'm going to let you know I'm going to target this, so if you want to sacrifice it, by all means. There we go, submit 1. Yep. Resolve. What is this? Each opponent sacrifices. Take your poison. An interesting one. But, okay, I'll get rid of this Sheltered by Ghosts. Still getting the life, huh? Okay. Counters. That's what you got here. Player. So it's gonna remain a treasure for as long as that thing's on the field. That's all I wanted to double check. And I have 2 castings of Hexproof to protect my creature. Now the person's gonna try and race me, and that's fine. Enduring curiosity. Yeah, sure. This thing has a flash. Untap it. Oh, you know what? Yeah, it's not a blocker, so that's fine. Question is, how do I navigate this? Come on, go for it. No, huh? Okay, my turn. Ooh, not the most helpful thing, but is a blocker. Gonna go combat. Gonna attack, gonna draw a card. Well, that is helpful. And we're gonna end the turn while they have 2 cards and try to navigate a block in the air so we get the treasure token to de-transform. Yeah, resolve that. Get the cookie. Ooh, Zoetic glyphing it. Interesting. Are they... I wouldn't be able to bump this thing up enough. Well, I could. And it'd be 6 and I get taken down to 1, which would be interesting. I spent everything on that. And I have to spend everything on this. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. Crazy. Okay. 1. We got 2. Yep. There we go. Well, I'll draw 1 more card. There's nothing I can really do at instant speed, so... Alright, past blockers. Good solid play out though. It's like, yep. They activated for the candy blocks of like creatures with haste. So what's the best plan then? Bounce creatures, right? Or I take on the entity tracker. One more what to do. Right. So be able to bounce things, get them back to my hand. I think I get a little more value playing it out like that. I'm gonna play it in like the 1-to-1 environment. Our games aren't gonna go that long. Because either mine gets going and goes off or theirs does. Nope, not the right hand. Oh, extra imperfect. Wow. Okay, maybe I should have gone down one inquisitive and kept something else in. Gosh, that's rough. But I'll play it out because it gets mulligans will get worse than that on arena. So. I wish I had the Curious Inquisition to get stuff. Nothing. Worst comes to worst, it gets to bounce a creature. Yep. I'm gonna take the 6. Or do I just bounce it now? Wait an extra turn, reduce damage. Look at that from there. Yep. Alright. Get rid of. Bounce that back. So no 6 damage, just 3. Set the counters on it. The Teething Wormlet in that deck is perfect. Does the things I've always wanted with it. This deck is just perfecto. Well, that's magic. You know what you need? That's not lands. It's 3 foxes. That's what you need. Now. I'm not thinking about that. Bad beats. Don't have exactly 7 cards. The way this deck performed in Game 1 was really awesome. My sideboarding probably wasn't the best. God. I could have reduced the Inquisitive Glimmers and gone otherwise with it. That was probably the way to go. But I wasn't certain on how to sideboard this deck yet. First match with it, you know? Right. Let's get that ball rolling again. I haven't even drawn the other one drop, but then again, that one's only a 3 of. So maybe no Ginger Brute, no little cookie might be the way to go with this deck. Some other form of 1-drop or something. Bit of an oddball one here. No turn 1 play, despite having 7 1-drops in the deck. Probably should just go up to the 8. I'll try to go a few turns and just cast the No More Lies to control their hand, and then follow up turns and then play the Glimmer and do things. Nice sleeves. Oh, well, they're playing that stuff right away. I don't know. What does their deck do on turn 2? What Does red... Oh, Jess guy. Flying Vigilance. Tap 3 and tap. Artifacts and or creatures you control. Which it can tap itself. Yeah, you can do something anyways. You could... I don't know if Spell Pierce kind of effect exists right now, but I thought they were going to be playing it anyways. I gotta wait a one-shot kill. This is kind of meh. But I'd rather make this thing a 4/5 than anything else. So at least they can't get to it by pure damage in red. Not easily, at least. What? Okay, yeah, sweet. We'll take that victory. But I mean, yeah, I'm here to play the game. The guy's like, no game, scoop. Sir Scoop'em strikes again. That was a beautiful turn 2 play, I guess. You win turn 2 by countering a spell. Control play. Tempo, honestly. This is an aggro control. It's more of an aggro. I said it right. It's rather than control aggro. It's aggro tempo. It doesn't matter. It's a deck that has cards. And you try to win the game. That's what matters. I think I'm trying to play in the trenches against them. Since I got all this other like spot removal. I don't even know if they target any of my creatures all that much. So it's better. I feel like it's better to just bounce their big threat because they're that one drop they play. That card's all about growing itself big. And it's like, okay, you've worked hard, you've grown it big, now bounce it to your hand and start all over. It's kind of the point there. They get to go first this time, and it's going to make a big difference because they pretty much have instant access to their turn to grow their creature play if their deck plays out the exact same. So maybe more counter target spell unless they pay mana might be the way to go if there's an easier way to get that done. That might be options for the sideboard. But they're playing it slow. They're playing these archives. Maybe this deck could use some of the surveil lands. I mean, that thing's a 1-drop. They get to do the thing anyways. It's so dumb. Okay. Now the question is, do I remove their creature? Or do I just wait? I think I put down my own threat, and then eventually remove the pieces on their board one by one. I have removal that isn't... I have 2 pieces of removal that aren't creature conditional. The Sheltered by Ghost requires me to have a creature. And for that creature to stay alive, for it to matter. They kept something on top. Oh well. Even better. I didn't get a land though, so what do you want to do? I'm gonna attack for now, try to get the land. If I don't get it, well, I'll just cry. And I just cry. So... target this land, then when they got this creature, right? No, that was play there, it's alright. Didn't draw my land, I can still take up their big threat of a creature. Their field is still technically wide, but maybe that's split up where it's like... Yeah, where if I attack in with the Silent Hall Creeper, and then destroy all untapped creatures. This deck is, you know, kind of aggressive anyway, so... I am saying the deck I'm kind of aggressive. So if they're holding off, I mean, their deck is to tap things, so it creates interesting scenarios. Which one had Battle Cry? He has Battle. Interesting. Probably the only card in the entire set that has Battle Cry. Well, that changes everything. Okay. Alright, next to combat. Grow this guy. Blockers, damage. Put 2 counters on it. This here. Target this land. And yeah, no more Battle Cry, please. Need to draw a blue. Yeah, sure, no blocks. You can have your 4 damage for now. Knight Errant. Well, that's a card I'd love to knock down a step. So let's see here. I don't have double blue. If I draw it, will it matter? I have to block the 4/4. That can block it. Doesn't have to block it anyways, because they'll get the taps there. We'll keep that open. Blocks. Ain't great. So they had a better play out hand. Here's what I'm gonna do. Well, this only goes for 1, yeah. Okay. Here's 1 then. I think that they're like that. I ain't got the draw land. So blue white available. Comes with this target creature. That's a 4/5. I win the turn because I can either counter something or do Into the Flood Maw, which I don't know which will be more pertinent. Yep, we'll take that down. 4. It's still not that fine. Yeah. Sweet. Dang, man. I just cannot draw an extra blue. Alright, need to save that. Or put him to 5, which is exactly those damages, but I can bounce 1, so let's see what we get. This is the most oddball thing ever. And I will end the turn. The War Leader's Call. What a draw. Okay. That would still make that... It's like, alright, let me bounce that. Bounce that, block another thing that's 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, huh. Alright, well, let them go for it. Let them see what they pick. That's still gonna be... That's 5 exact. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's see. So whatever I have doesn't really matter. It'll still be 5 exacts, even if I bounce that and block the big one. Rough. It's better off to hide the information, so we'll just say no blocks and they can have it all. We'll move on to the game. It's like, oh, I can give them an extra tapped fish token, bounce the War Leader's Call, and then make the block, but they had just enough tokens. So... I forgot what it was I thought should go into the sideboard. Oopsie daisies. The Sheltered by Ghosts and Ossification have been pretty good. The fact that the Shelter gets rid of a whole non-land permanent, I need to up that. Like, sorry, Zoetic Glyph, you're going to go down, and I'm going to go up a Sheltered by Ghosts, because it also gives lifelink. Yeah, that's my answer right there to mono red and damage, and that helps me come back from behind, so that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do in the deck change. Okay, what overall did they do? Nothing much, really. You're not going to help. Any tracker was pretty much no help at all. They don't target my creatures, do they? No, they just beef up their own dudes. So an extra one of these. Shore was for extra blocking, so I can attack and block. And I think that'll be the way to go. That might be one glimmer too many. What was I get? Any more combat trick blocks, especially if I'm starting off with the Silent Hull Creeper. The Hull Monitor! Oh dear gosh. Okay, game. Arena moments. Never heard of them. In fact, I can't even, like, move these around. I mean, I guess I get the turn 1 Ginger Brood shore up, but they're gonna... turn 1 eat a bobble dobble doo doo doo. But I basically have to then no more lines them and ossification them. I'll just bang turns. I have to hope I draw lands. I don't like it. I just don't like it. Oh, that's just awful. Ugh. Okay, I'll get rid of one plains and island because I have more plains anyways than I have islands, so I don't have to draw on the creatures. Like those were the two most like opposite hands I could get. One land with a playable creature and then no hope of being able to even cast my control cards. To take care of that kind of card. Pass the turn, counter whatever small thing they have, then take down their Enel. My glass siren. We're gonna cast the other thing that draws whatever for whatever amount. Interesting. We'll get both, that's fine, they can have them. I will take down 2 cards over the course of 2 turns. They're like, sweet, I got him. It's like, yeah, take that. We have to tap all 3. Then I kind of got what I wanted anyways. This land. That creature. Yeah, it's fine. Attack me for 1. Might as well draw a card. Refill. Alright, I'll pass. Go for a big spell. I'll just play a land at a time. Destroy evil. Okay. Good attempt, but hey, maybe you can cast another one. Gosh, man. That's the way it goes. Only on Arena. The all planes into double blue-white creature into the 1-lander. Wasn't that playable? Which would probably never draw me another land in a 22-land deck. Dude, I draw more lands in the controlling 19-land deck than I draw in the 22-land deck. Oh. Fudge, man. I'll draw lands and creatures. They kind of got to refill their hand anyways. That's good stuff. Strong build. Strong low to the ground weenies build. Wow. I mean, the fact that I haven't seen a single creature, that I've seen 2 out of these 4, and 2 out of this 4, and 2 out of that 4. Uh-huh. Sure. Are they literally drawing all lands while I'm drawing no lands, no creatures? And having... I'm trying to draw a creature, but I need some lands. 3 2-card pairs. It's really favoring this card tonight. Okay. Target enchantment. They spent 2 destroy target enchantments, so I probably get to keep this Glimmer. We'll see if I draw lands off of Feather of Flight, and then maybe Sheltered by Ghosts. I think what I'll do is I'll do the Sheltered by Ghosts, take them down, and then have Shore up. If this creature gets to survive this turn. If they don't, oh well. Creature doesn't survive. Oh well, so good. I mean, there's only so much that can be done. Talk about a literal edge case. And I guess I should have just waited 1 more turn. But then again, I'm pretty certain Arena did not have a land there before I played the creature, and then after I played the creature, it's like, yeah, we'll make that a land because I want somewhere again. That's some teaching lesson. Because I can't be convinced otherwise that Arena didn't change the order of the deck based on events occurring. So... Arena has too many coincidences. They get to win this one. That is such an interesting... That Jeskai deck is so interesting. I totally see it as a Professor deck. But I guess that's just me. Alright, let me make a few changes. Remove the Zoetic, up the Sheltered, because that Lifelink Ward 2 is spectacular. Sideboard, get rid of Wandering Rescuer. Completely unnecessary. I have 4 and 4 of the Rescue and Shore Up. What's the other card I was like? Yeah, that should be. Oh, right. Little, like, 1 mana instance. Little protective spells. If I gift them a food, I can give my own creature indestructible. That's one way about it. Oh, whoa. That's extra nice, actually. Artifact creature gains hexproof and indestructible to end of turn. Scry 1. How is that not seeing more play? I feel like the +2/+2 indestructible is a better combat trick. I feel like this deck tries to turn more tricks in the battle zone, but count on target spell with mana value 1 or less. I don't think I bumped that too much. That's a 2 mana spell. Artifact or creature. So, looks like some tough decisions between whatchamacallit. Ooh, actually, hold up. You and permanents you control gain hexproof until end of turn. Or the don't target me stuff, rather than counter unless you pay mana. But there doesn't seem to be very many of that. That's 1 mana, so that's just non-standard right now. Just not there. And it's... Well, based on like what kind of removal do they have? This is I want to untap and block. Kinda, sorta. This keeps my attack plan going in the red zone. I'm attacking. Oh, now it got bigger, and it got a +1/+1 and has hexproof to end of turn. Uh, There's gotta be something so simple I'm overlooking. That would be a good sideboard answer. Maybe some sort of super very simple. What's the word? Disenchant will probably just be the answer. But I don't think that would be the case. Oh, did I not get you into the deck? Oh, huh. Okay, so I don't have 7 1-drops in here. I was just thinking conspicuously to myself. And maybe what this deck needs is a way to get even more aggressive. As one of its possible sideboard options. Oh, it always switches back to main board when you're trying to do stuff. This thing has an upper end of 3, so maybe I can go down to right down to 21 lands? Okay, I think I get a little bit more gameplay from dropping in one of the, if not 2 of these. I think the third one would be good. And then I'll just hope for the best from there. That is pretty good. The spree card. On each creature target player controls. I don't know how well that works for this deck. More goat in the other deck, that'd actually be a good sideboard card. Alright, let's see how this works. Alrighty. Learn and learn. Then you learn some more. When you thought you've learned it, you learn again. Move over to some Esperados soon. Force me to listen to something. Oh, man. I can first. I'm waiting for my mulligan choice. Turn this into a more aggressive build, and it gives me all that. I'd rather mulligan that and see what I bump into, and that was much better. Definitely keep the 6. Drop the planes. Coast and go. They were ready to keep mono. They gonna do mono black. Exile a card. Okay, get rid of that. Well, let me get some information about my deck. Well, alright then. The next one I'm gonna play one and do that anyways. Like you just exiled that. The mono black hand control. Well, at least Arena's making me run the gambit of like decks to play against. No, I don't need the land now. Ironically enough. Now I can cast both of these next turn. Ba 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 ba. Well, I drew all my silent hall creepers. You run out of removal yet? You own less lands than I do, but okay. No more lands. Start that. Your last one's a kill spell. Why are you even tapping the lands for mana? They're all swamps. They're all mono lands. There we go, they're learning. Be the printed card. You need to sacrifice this guy too. Okay. I drew. You know what? I'm glad Arena's doing some trolling this time because the fact that I've drawn all the Hall Creepers, it replaced the Curious Inquiry. This is just absolutely hilarious. Like, okay. I think I'll draw a card. Nice. Oh, your mom's buying some craft stuff. Nice, nice. Congratulations. Hey, big spell. Oh, even better. Enjoy crafting. For the Halloween outfit. Yep. Right. Oh, this just gets even better. Okay, well. Do whatever I can. They didn't kill it during their turn, so I'm probably not going to attempt to kill it during my turn. And it's just gonna get bigger! Now, can I possibly just sit back and walk that creature? Yeah. I'm gonna have to. What does this thing do? Alt Sculptor. Oh, okay. Trying to figure out what to do. Well, I'm doing alright. I think I'm finally at the tail end of being under the weather for the past couple days. Dude, if I draw the lifelink card, I'm so mad. I did not draw that card. Well, you can play land. I'll pass. And they can just attack with both anyways. One's discards 2 cards, yeah, sure. Attack with just children. Come on, man, what's up? What does it do when it's level 2? Only each player's upkeep. Oh, okay. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. They're playing stuff out to complete their, what's the word? Daily quests. They're playing that part of Black Deck. That's like, okay. Alrighty then. So in this one we just play all the extra can't touch me cards. On the curiosities. Let's see, I think with the full Shard Mage's Rescue, just so it can like play into things. Let's see what we get. Alrighty. Alrighty then. Quote Sage Am in the Will It Kill series. Oh my. 5 lands? Much better. Marina was trolling the ever-loving crap out of me there. Alright. Keep 6. Get rid of the extra planes. And we're going to try to turn 1 them. Maybe do something else turn 2, we'll see. Are they going to waste our time going for a turn 1 kill spell? Or a turn 2 make me or turn 1 make me discard? Discard might be better. They go for the discard option, and I have to say it's probably the better idea. I think I will get rid of this Curious Inquiry, because it's a tad slower. So I can play the... Oh, I have got Ward. And Lifeline, I mean... I think I'm just going to straight up take that. Alright, it has to wait till the 3rd turn to get to something, so I can try to rush out past them. They're going to take away the Feather of Flight. They took the creature? Really? I am so surprised. But alright. Pay some mana. I'm waiting for the cut down. Waiting for the cut down. Comfort again, huh? Well, alright, you can have the Feather of Flight. I was getting for as big as I can get. Such oddballery with the bats. Attack for 1. Sweet. And I'll end the turn. And now I have the No More Lies in hand. They're only at 3 mana, so are they trying to play Cut Down? Or are they going? They're going to do the go for the throne. Thought Stalker Warlock. What does it do? Enters, choose our opponent. If they lost life this turn, they reveal their hand. Otherwise, they discard a card. Well, I want you to not have that. And then I can get myself out of cut down range and just get in there. Oh, they got the thing anyways. Fair enough. Oh, aggravating. I drew a land of all things. Okay. End the turn. Let's see if we're going to go for more hand-disruptive plays. Lily on the Veil? Oh, let me guess, -2.
When I win, you're telling me what you know about the Raven.
Okay, now they're -2. Smart. Smart to wait on it. Of all the things for them to draw into, of course, Serena's going to give it to them.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Well, they're lucky that their deck didn't run out of steam, huh?
Knew this was a waste of time.
Well, I drew them all the lands they needed. How does their deck get the play off perfectly? Mono Black deck always played this style. Mono Black deck always played out suspiciously perfectly. I've beat it a couple times instead of aggro deck. Well, that was by like a very narrow margin. Well, it's better for me to just put that out in the field. Because then they can't be forced to discard it. You can't discard an empty hand, so. Okay. Flashback for 5 mana, they're at that much? Okay, I think their deck kind of sort of ran out of steam. And they really have, so. And I get the cast it to next turn, but I'll just make me discard it. That mana to do something. Oh, the Druid lands. That's fine. Discard, draw a card. Deep Cavern Bat. Fair enough. Let's make this a very slow game. Next to combat, please suspect a trick. Nope, okay. Take out your bat. Alright, they ran out of steam. But they get to surveil? No, scry 2. So if they find another Liliana, they're going to be like, skippy. 2 on top. I wonder what order they kept them in. I need to draw a... exactly that. Unless, of course, they drew Liliana, then it doesn't matter. That's when I'd rather have, like, a hard counter spell. Find another land. blocked. They're going to take the 4 anyways. Because I want you to be defeated in another, well, 3 turns, unfortunately. Alright, they drew a land. Alright, we'll play up the Liliana protection. I give them the creature they can actually block, so... Yep. Alright, we'll attack with both. But 3... Super Ultra Mega Anomaly drops a monster. Different quest for Risen. Really? Huh. Well, nice. Risen Shogamagolamagu. I wonder if it's possible to get this deck to be more aggressive. I never got the late game though, so... Definitely not having Glimmers was kind of a partial key concept. If they're betting on the man, what do I do? Maybe it's possible to like bounce a bat, play the card. But if they get the bats early, I mean, what does it end up mattering? That worked out, but they get to go first, so it's like, oh, how do I play game 3 against them? Oh well, I'll just keep it as is. Base 2 fades. Ooh. 25 minutes and one is with Apex Bear. Oh gosh, Apex Bear. So annoying. Get the 160. Okay, you know what? That's probably something I can definitely start up soon. I'm trying to finish up this weekend. I'm trying to help finish up at least Castlevania, maybe not Kirby, then Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Can you believe it's been a whole month since I've streamed Pokemon Mystery Dungeon? That's how much stuff has gone on. This hand is not that bad, because they're going to force me to discard stuff, and then I can take down their things. Mulliganing to a discard deck is kind of not the greatest. I go first. They chose to let me go first. Weird. So I can get rid of Feather of Flight to their first discard, and then ossify something? No, they don't play stuff right away. So me not keeping a hand of that's this is so bad. Oh gosh. I'll keep 6 though, we'll see what we get. Getting rid of the 1 blue spell seems good. Keeping all the creatures. Something I definitely can't cast for some of the other things I definitely can. I agree, Emerson. I agree. No, I wonder if they removed all the cut downs from their deck. And sideboarded in the pure hand discard. I have to exile something, right? I'll probably get rid of the Ginger Brew, because I want to keep the creatures that grow really... Oh no! Uh-oh! Didn't draw land. Emerson, are you part of the anti-Mulligan Club? I'm starting to become a believer in the anti-Mulligan Club, but only in Arena. Arena only anti-Mulligan Club. Level 2, I can get rid of it with Sheltered, and then I'm gonna go for rid of that. Well, but it's still take for 2. playing the hand disruption, I'm not playing field disruption, so...
No more distractions.
Are they getting a +1 or -2? Smart. I agree with it. I was gonna say, come on, just one land. One land is all I need. Okay, I have to do both here. Like, I have to spend the time there to keep that down.
You chose the wrong day to cross me.
Big attack station. As much as I can. Okay, so I'm gonna do that and then -2. Fair enough. Well, they kept some cutdowns in. After not seeing any last time. I was wondering if they did. Man, I had how many turns to draw a land?
Drop it.
That's all I really needed. Or you have to grind out the jewels yourself. Oh. This track doesn't have the thing on it. Yep. No lands. That previously was not good anyway, so. Could have turned out well versus a hand that was not going to go well. Yeah, the other hand would have just discarded everything to all the discard effects right away, so. Kind of a lose-lose there. But I went with the hand that was more optimistic. And that's the point. Don't like the deck archetype, though. Maybe I've got to work at it. I still wonder what the other deck that I had found, the other list that I found plays like. So where are we at? We're making elemental build now. You grab 3 pieces of Strax. I feel like Dragonheart might be one of those ones they don't give you talismans for. Alright. Now, the core red mana guy is gonna go ahead and lament the fact he's not up, try to find a work for this. For the Mardu Quintorius deck, which seems way more plausible now with this. What did I have in here? Oh, like a Jund Stompy sort of Delirium deck? Because Teething Wormlet and other things, like Simian Simulacrum. And it just seemed like a really good thing, because Stick Twister being larger and then being able to plink for higher, plus lifelink, seems like a good idea. But I haven't taken the time to figure that one out yet. Who knows when I will. When I get to, ooh boy. More on that later. Tonight's the Blue-White X decks. Ah, a captive weird. Like it's Phyrexianized. Weird indeed. So, ways to change up this deck that has a pseudo-mill backup plan. Make it more enchantment room-based, rather than having Rotten Mouth help things out. Because I kind of want to have the Skull Crab in here, which says, target player mills 2 cards, which helps things that have the crime effect on it, like Lazav and Vadmir, and still helps the Somnophage. And could maybe run alongside the Gnawing Vermin. But what kind of enchantments and rooms do we run in here? Ugh, that's a good question. You go here. Room. It's a possible talisman choice with Cyclist. Oh, yeah, sure, whatever, Duolingo. Right, Pyrarachna. And some Barioth. Fire and ice, huh? Hmm. So this mirror room would be pretty interesting if you get to copy another crab, or you get to, copy up a deep muck desperado, which really starts adding up the milling. I'd probably put it in over a rotten mouth viper. Try to really get extra out of it. I might take out the Elish Norn. Mockingbird copying a deep muck desperado is pretty interesting. Let me throw one of these in here for now with the mirror rooms. I did think of the blue-white cat. Can this fit in here? Can it? I don't know. I might have to get rid of some things. Like the tiny bones. Might not be the best one-drop anymore. And maybe getting rid of an extra 3 steps ahead? Yeah, I don't know. I almost think Inquisitive Glimmer doesn't help enough on things like Mirror Room, but does help with Virtue of Knowledge. And casting a few of these other things, so, and if I cast other rooms, then maybe it's worth it. I have to look things over some more. Okay. Tenderizer Plus doesn't exist. No jewels, eh? Gleamer probably just needs to be a enchantment then. Well, battles aren't enchantments, so they're enchantment-like, but not exactly. Destroy creatures with power 3 or greater. I'm gonna put Deep Cavern Bat in here. I guess I'll just get rid of the Somnophage. It's... I don't know if it meshes well. Risky. Use for Risky Mulligan is always the last option. Oh. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, like saving the mulligan, like it's like this seems completely unplayable. That's like if it's within a realm of playability, then yeah, keep it. Understandable. I've done my fair share of all risk no mulligan and get burned. I do. Yeah, okay, mathematically probably better like this. I know how this deck plays out, and then get burned. So, and I'm not even talking about arena days. So, yeah, mulligans are such a pain in the butt, you know. Why they gotta be like that? So if the Being here is to commit the crimes. Let's see, he never gets larger. The sheltered by ghosts. Ooh, wait a moment. Let me try that in this deck as well. If I can find it. My brain can't spell words right now. It's a lifelink ward 2, and that helps the comeback from behind, still triggers the crime effects on Vadmir, Deep Muck, and Lazov. Okay. Yeah, kill you that fire spider. The Copan Este del Fuego. Yeah, Copan del Fuego. Yeah, how's that for some code mixing languages? You can't kill it with kill it with ice. Because apparently freezing the spider is also a pretty good option besides fire. Spiders also die to ice. Being frozen. Go figure. So anyways. This is a bunch of weird, like, 3-ofs on the deck. Get rid of the Glamour. The 59. Switch over to pure kill spells instead of, like, No More Lies. 3 there, and go for some Somnophage. Because you still get the mill effects that can potentially be large off all the milling. You can give it lifelink with the Sheltered by Ghosts, so there's ways to come back in this deck. There might be better ways about things. I feel like I need some other enchantment creature. There's got to be some other enchantment creature. Be an enchantment and a creature, and of course this thing will show me all the enchantments and creatures, but I'll find them. What's the ratio of mana symbols? I mean, yeah, maybe the black enchantment creature will probably be a good idea. Damage and target you gain 1 life. That works well for whatchamacallit. How much can this deck produce? Lots of delirium, instant enchantment. If I threw extra lands in there, maybe. Creature instant enchantment land. That's exactly 4 though. No sorceries, huh? I'm not finished the damage. Oh. This card seems pretty good. 2 mana, enchantment, flash. Can blap a small creature, giving it -3/-3 till end of turn. And his has a flat static ability that says creatures your opponents control can be the targets of spells and abilities as though they didn't have hexproof, and the ward abilities of those creatures don't trigger. Pretty good sideboard stuff in here. Oh yeah, there's also some of the rooms, and graveyard. Maybe trigger one thing each turn. And there's another room that seemed pretty good to have. You run sub draw a card, control a demon, they lose 2 life, you gain 2, otherwise you lose 2 life. Want the cards lose 2. Gains 1/0 death touch. No, this one's not so much. Maybe we're Mockingbird. Oh wait, I think I know what to put in here just for fun. Or maybe it can go on the sideboard just for fun. No, it's gotta go main board. The Mind Skinner. Just a single fun of. As if there wasn't enough in here. We're probably gonna need a lot more islands. Oh yeah, I'm gonna want them islands. I'll trade a swamp for an island. Which one to get rid of? Probably that one. I've seen that one the most. Alright, need an island. Five minutes, 23 seconds. Jeez. This is a solid sideboard card. Get some of those in there, yeah. Really turn off cards. And then as for island. Oops, I haven't set to just Duskmourn. Stained glass. I'll find a full art. A nice, decent full art. Putting the opposing Phyrexian one in there would be pretty cool. Ah, no, but this one, Zendikar favorite. Yeah, I gotta throw that one in there. Perfect, perfect. Alright, let's go hoping for the best. Solid, not even finished yet. No Dragonheart yet. The games have been fun. A little rough, but fun. I don't think I won one of them out. Did I win the one? I don't know if I won any of the sets. You have to go back and double check, but thank you so much. Let me see something here right quick. Sure, it's taking a while. Okay. Well, very playable hand. Super very playable. I'm half wondering if I wait till turn 2 and then just start plinking to grow this guy up. And I think that's what I might do. I have no idea what they're doing, but I'm gonna go first. And ooh. I got tripled up into a whole bunch of no more lives and then all blue-black. Another Vadmir! Uh-oh, Arena's doing things again. It's grouping up the things. Are they that whatchamacallit? Maybe what you got going on. Little terrace under. Cave. All caves, huh? Use browser, so interesting budget deck you got going on there. Might as well cast it. Let's start again, I guess. I'm having only 19 lands is actually hurting me. Really usually likes to fan bang well on the lands. The silly Esperados deck. And because I made changes to the deck, I might have to like exit the client and jump back in and maybe it'll stop grouping up all my cards together. This is way too common. Sometimes I can't tell if it gets more or less more and more common. Now this is happening every game, every matchup. It's not magic, it's just bad computer rigging. So this is like the kind of deck I have to go tit for tat with kill spells. I mean, actually, I'll block. It gives me an extra trigger. Hardcast and Valerian Terror. And there's a couple other things. What an interesting deck. I have no way to conduct the target, but 4 minutes 56 seconds. Jeez, man. Are you just doing regular non-anomaly battles and stuff? I guess we'll see if they go for the Laminus Cave-In, or if they do a singleton target. Two max on plots. Discard the hand, drew that many cards? Did it again. There's no full cycles. Oh, I drew the one of in the whole deck. Oh, this game is trolling. Roll the mother F out of me. But maybe I get to counter a spell theirs. I get to target it at least. I didn't want to cast something beforehand, huh? Well, and they're better off just attacking. Okay. Yeah, we'll go to blocks if we'd like. Oh, they had to spend all their mana to tear asunder. Lol. I'll still just block here. Yeah, that's They get so many lands in like a single turn. Let's see here. Their deck kind of ramps, so I probably just want straight up removal. And I don't mind about the glimmers because I'm just going to try... Oops, not that one. I'm going to try and go long game with it, I guess. And yeah, I guess no Mind Skinner shenanigans this time. I know. Okay, that's fine. We can Tidemind or something. That'd be hilarious. I don't know. They got the Calamitous Cave-In's actually worth countering. I'll get the hard counter it. Cool if I don't. Whatever. Gotta throw something in there. Yeah, then this shot. Just, you know, we'll see. Okay. I'll make this Esperados deck a super solid deck someday. Maybe. Or it will forever just be the fun deck. The fun deck that Arena refuses to have fun with. Dude, I doubled up on this crabs and it gave me a singleton swap. What do you know? Some blue to work with all my blue. Probably gonna get rid of Mirror Room though. Okay. Any help? Give it. Knowing their deck, yeah, nothing will work. Just Play one land over here and always get to keep tapping lands. Very weird. Yeah, got the 3 lands. That's pretty nice. The red spell costs 4? Tashana it yet, but maybe I can Tashana their the beanstalk. Now that would be hilarious. Nothing, huh? Crazy. If I'm with any red spells. Okay, but they still got the cave in. Obliterating. Huh. How do they always get 2 of the cave ins? I had 2 of the cave ins last time too. No way to. They got rid of the Tellurian Terror. This attacking creature, huh? Yeah, okay. Just casting it. Interesting. Three reduced out of 7. That costs 4. They'll probably play that next turn. How to go about it? I don't know if my deck can beat their deck. I gotta try to convince them to do the Calamitous Cave-ins? That don't really make sense. I'll do both of those so I can get rid of make that cost 1 more, because that's fine. I don't know. I just don't know. And I won't be able to get it high enough, so... If Lazalv gets to survive, I could maybe get a double trigger next turn. And I'll pass. If they just go straight for the cave-in, then that probably does it. Do they have 4 caves? Oh, wow. It was a basic land. That's oddly specific. They would have had all caves. Clever. Well, alright then. Take it down one at a time and I guess continue from there. That's the card I wanted, the Tidebinder, but I don't get to do that. Game Bacilio. Interesting deck, at least. Huh. The Caves deck. I didn't see anything of this sort anytime, anywhere. Pretty nifty. No, I don't want to play it, though. Played as a pilot the deck. Vampire wheels of hand. Well, you're not gonna make me discard that. You can discard one of the other things you want. I don't care. Make you Calamitous, Cave, and all that. Go ahead and look at everything else. Probably just take the I'm taking the Vermin. Odd choice. I would have taken the Naval Scream. Right. Yep. You still have the Cave in. I mean, I would probably just use it and try to play stuff out. You've only been through 2 large creatures, and your deck still has so many more, so yeah, I wonder what they're waiting on. Sure. The creature land is also a good option. If with the counter target spell, awesome. Then I get to draw 2, discard 2. Hooray! Oh, they've milled themselves down to 28? My deck can do any milling at all. Like it was supposed to. Boy, that would have gotten there pretty fast. That kind of self-mills. And I wasn't allowed to mill. Alright, I'll just pay up, counter, draw 2, discard 1. Discard, Discard that. For the land. I should have to discard the land, go figure. The game's making fun of me now. Oh, sweet, got a 5/5. Just combat. Takes only 2 mana for it to become an elemental. I can go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then still attack once with it. I don't think I want to convince them to attack with it just yet. Very off blitz. Very off blitz. Yep, 3. Yep, tap 6. Oh, come on, attack with the O2. If I somehow got to turn this game around, that'd be hilarious. Obliterating the bolt. Just take down the beanstalk, I guess. Alright, go your turn. Fifth thing. Down to 17. Dude, I haven't even drawn like a single piece on Desperado. Orbs? Oh, hey, look, there we go. There it is. Well, that's that. It happens though. Okay. I'm not gonna read just like I'm just gonna play it again. I want to look something over. We've been having fun with the relentless. The 3-mana creature. Unstoppable Slasher. I want to stop and double check to see where it should go in this deck. If it does, of course. And not being it being unable to help the Bronco is interesting. But putting it in over a Bronco and maybe one of the corrupts? Maybe one of the virtues? Might be a way to go. I'll have to just try that later. Like, I wanted to take care of that before I forgot. And honestly, before I continue, I do need to use the restroom real quick, so get this last half hour done. Probably going to be a shorter stream for myself tonight, but hey, on the edge of just getting back on par from being under the weather, so can't push myself too hard right away, right? Should get that rest and relaxation, which is exactly what I did yesterday instead of streaming. So, all right, BRB in just a moment. Yeah, no pretend falling over. I might actually fall over. And in some weird way, they would probably just end up breaking the chair. I'd like to not have that. There aren't many more chairs left in the house. Well, I guess there are two sitting over there, and I think they're mostly unused. Okay, maybe there's still some options. I've been sitting over there. This chairs, they're the most basic, common, plastic, fold-up chairs around. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot they're just sitting over there. Maybe I should try using that next time instead. This wooden chair is great and all, Probably will get squeaky after a while. Be a little hard to sit in after a while too, you know? Maybe it's a little too solid. But it's good overall. Maybe time for a swap out every now and again. Gonna play first, gonna have no lands. Gonna have all land. And I probably have to give up one of the lands. Goodness, that's the only white source too, so I'll get rid of one of the islands. Kind of not perfect. Not a perfect curve. But that's because of the deck design more than anything. Those are pretty sweet as sleeves. Mono red. Oh, okay. Let's mill them again. Build them for 4. Got some stuff. And got no attack. I want them to. Go ahead and beef it on up. Yeah, that's fine. In all actuality. This is only a 1/1. That's really strange. Alright, well, these guys are gonna non-bow by next turn. I can also exile any other card I want from the graveyard. I'll probably just choose something else. Yeah, I'll block this time. You will only grow my Somnophage, so... Yeah, that's fine. Oh, and beef it up. Hit as hard as you can. Exile any card I want. Don't have any recursion, so I'll just get rid of that. Cacophony's yeah, I need the Picnic Ruiner right now. Get all my health back. Yep. That's perfect. Get a little game plan. Alright, so... I'm red. I mean, number of lights can work. Get rid of Glimmer. You're too slow. You're too slow. Mind Skinner. Nope, you don't do the things in this deck. You're a nice big blocker. You don't help with the trample. I take out Mirror Room. Try to beat him with simple things, I guess. Like, probably cut down. And he hits him with some of these. Virtue's probably necessary. Probably a few of the Jace Perfected Minds might actually help. And more lands and creatures, so I don't think Somniphage is going to help at all. Getting some life back off of Deep Cavern back will probably help, so... all about fending off whatever they have and really super duper slowing down the game plan. Actually, Kill Spell is more effective than Counterspell in that kind of deck. And I'll stop there for right now. I think that's all the sideboarding I'll do this time. I think. If my deck is decent, if Esperados is decent against red aggro, yeah, it'll be kind of hilarious. Rather funny. Oh boy. I got the stuff, so... Turn one. Oh, you scamp Rallion. So you're Scallion. Okay. What's the trick here? Alright, you don't get to beef up that easily, and you don't get to sacrifice and fling and double up. This will buy me some time. That thing has prowess. Yeah, based on what else they have in their hand, I'd rather get rid of this thing now and then pay for larger mana sums later. Attack whenever you can. The end of turn, you may play that card. No blocks. What tricks you have? Get your 2s in late. Yeah. Ah, perfect. I think with 3 cards, I don't. Well, they're intending to explode next turn. Is there any 1 mana hexproof in green? No. Better hit them, start milling you. I got their Picnic Ruiner again. I have officially ruined their picnic twice in a row. I'm not attacking with the 0-3, I'm not sending a message here. Not yet. Hey, Heartfire Hero. Ooh. Spicy. Discard the turn inside out for 3 fresh cards. Yeah, I get that. I'm gonna take a turn off, do the Deep Muck Desperado, and then I'll attack. Let me go ahead and just hit me with a huge attack. I can probably survive it then and recuperate and maybe do something. We'll see. Maybe I get to counter a spell after that. Yep. Attack with your 1 dude. No blocks. Uh-oh. A second one. Okay, yeah. build back up. Get rid of the one that's big already. No attack. Okay. How many other lands did I drop off? Only so many. They're probably holding one in hand. Not bad. A 3/4? And then all mana spent up. Yeah, sure. Okay. So each opponent is 4. I can cast that creature. Let's make it a bit rough. But I'm gonna... That's the only black source I have. Ooh, that's rough. That's really rough. No attacks, end turn. We'll wait to see what they do. They've got mana available. How much is the picnic dude? Only 2 mana as a 2/2. Okay. It has to attack to get itself double strike. They got a second one. And they're going to get a bump up anyways. So, gonna counter target spell. Make you mill 3. Was tough. That's fucked, huh? That's rough. I'll go ahead and give up the skull crab. Oh, thank goodness. We'll give you some health back. Just down as a blocker. Mill them for 2. Attack. 3. Take some health, please. Oh, thank goodness. Whew. Now let's see if they draw a spell or not. Nope, play the creature. Okay, well. We'll see if they double block. If they don't, I start getting some health back. That puts the game out of reach for them. And, I think even without it... Yeah, I'll just have the turn. I could do something. We'll wait. If I get the kill spells, all the better. Prowess. It'll give them the thing. Tell you what, I'm gonna kill that so it doesn't get the wicked. But you still get the draw cards. Okay, well, they called it there. That worked out. The deck beats a sort of red-green aggro deck. I don't know how efficient aggro it was, but... So far, so good. course, only 19 lands in Arena doing its shenanigans, helping me beat aggro deck. Who knows? Who knows how good it really is, or was, or has been. Alright, fun playing some standard. Gonna have to play some more limited soon before the sealed goes away, which might go away by the end of the week. That would be sad. So, might do some of that off camera. Or just buy a sealed pool right now. Actually, let's just do a seal right now, get that out of the way. Hey, extra rares are extra rares. It could be anything. It could even be a boat. 2 hover ships. Huh. Interesting. I got one of those cards. What is the... Hey, it gave me an extra glimmer. Nice. Reveal top 7 cards. Put all enchantment cards from among them into your hand and the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order. And there's a little bit of Grixis going on here. Undead Sprinter solid. The non-zombie died this turn, enters it back as a 3/3 trample haste. Okay. It's red. You can use it to cast room spells and unlock doors. What does this look like? Yeah, Tales of Temio is probably not going to be great. This would be good in the one deck. That would be good sideboard stuff. Get out. Okay. I'll try and keep this in mind, but I'll probably forget. Booth. Does Manifest Dread. Means double strike, huh? And what? That's insane. 3 of those guys? Bogus. Def playing red. Definitely not playing that card. Fanatic the Harrowing says... Faithful sure is interesting. Oh, if I can make this a delirium deck, it'd be very solid. It's a glimmer token for the red Eerie. Let's do this. Maybe. There are still some options here then, but definitely put in the Phantom. Choice bargain. Creature enchantment or pay 2. Solid removal. Probably not gonna get the greatest, but I don't even need the blue. At this rate, it's like just a splash. So if it does anything late game, target instance rush cards. Casting over the copies. I don't feel about that. This. Back over to black to double check stuff. What are my card types? Creatures, instants, sorcery, enchantment, and land. Arg, 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 argadiga, arg, arg. Maybe I can get rid of one of these other instants. Megalodon, I didn't want to put that in there. Silly game. That still puts me at like 8 non-creatures? Oh, because yeah, some of them are this. I just want to focus on some creatures. Attic of Harrowing. That thing's probably one of the best. Big creature choose the innocuous rat. Where's all my... Plenty at 4 mana. That's actually quite a bit. Put the rat down. Alright, hope for the best there. There we go. Quick seal pull. Probably inoptimal. Surprise, I was supposed to make white-green the whole time. Actually, white-black was solid with that one 3-mana creature dude and the right of the Moth and all that, so... That's this game in a nutshell. You can turn 3 times for there. Eesh. Not aggressive enough. Yeah, what's Mulligan look like? Solid. Probably get rid... Do I just get rid of Stick Twister? Yeah, Betrayer's Bargain. Ooh. Thankful for that mountain. Go figure. They're like, mono red? They're like, yep. Playing a clown. And hopefully playing another land. It's going ham with aggression. The gremlin. Oh, it did do the thing. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, what you doing? Clearly targeting the vicious clown. Or at least they were reading it. super fast aggro. Oh, the goat. Okay. We're gonna take that 5 again, and again, and again. Oh, didn't they have a perfect little pull? Come on, kill spell. Interesting. Oh wow, what do you know? Well, I'm gonna get the maximum out of this. Take out the goat. Take out the dude. Attack for 5. Ooh, man. They have a creature enchantment instance. I would need one other thing. Well, how about that? No, I put the extra damage on the clown because I wanted them to block it, and I'm like, I'll take just getting 2. Would they still block it as a 4 of, and I'd get an extra 1 point of damage in? If I just put it on the NVS, the Valuable Slayer. Yeah. Hopefully, this game won't come down to 1 point of life, but I guess we'll see. Drawing my blue. I am just 1 black with being able to cast that decently. Let me see what she says. And that is like such and such or less. Right. Well, enough packing for such and such. Yep. If I could play that and give double triggers, that'd be great. So, I may draw blue. I think it's lifelink. We'll see what we get. The Clown Most Valuable Slayer combo is just so aggressive. I'm trying to put them on the back foot here. Like, do you have something that you can flash, do instant speed response, take 5? I'm probably like, alright, I'll gain 2. Put them back up to 10. She's gonna gains X, you gain X. So yeah, it basically drains. Heals damage. Okay. Hmm. 5 mana up. I'll take the free block there, gain 2 health back. if they're really opting to remove it. Alright, still gain 2. Back in a sack of their own creed. No, they're probably going to go for no added effect out of turn inside out. They're just like, I'll get the kill out of it. What I'm going to do is innocuous rat. Play this thing. Dude's blue flash just did not end up mattering. I'll put it here so you block accordingly. You'll just take the 3, just fine. Hey, got the blue. Pretty sweet. Interesting dynamic between 2 attack creatures. Alright, hit for 2, break for 2, swap life totals, 4-point life gap, swap Areno. If I lose my dude anyways, I will minimize the damage, get my Manifest Dread. So, 2 triggers goes up 4, 6. Ooh, a dead sprinter. Alright, Trial of Agony. Target this one and this one. So one of them can't block for a turn, the other one takes time. Okay. Got him. I did not expect that. I'll probably play some more of this tomorrow morning or something. Just before noon morning. I'm gonna have him go to bedtime. I'm gonna get some sleep. Oh, and I have an orb to spend. Hey, an extra draft token. That'd be nice. Let's go spend some orbs. What I have here to go get. Take out this cycle. Continue the cycle of the big old mythics. Awesome. How long was I? Only 11, and there's. That's not saying there's a. I guess the next one is until like November for the set release. So there's time for me to have at that. Yeah. If I ever get to it. Monster Hunter coming up, I don't know. Alright, that'll be it for tonight. Simple night. Back to swing of things. We'll be back on hopefully Saturday. Don't have anything set yet, but I'll see exactly how I'm gonna handle that day. With 1 or maybe 2 streams. And then same for Sunday. There's at least the one scheduled. We'll see if we get 2 out of it. Who knows? But with that, stay hydrated. Have you a good rest. And I thank you as always for tuning in. And I hope to see you again real soon. And I just realized I had the chat box down and probably missed out on a lot for a while. Oh, that's a tad nuts. Oh, I wish I knew what that one was about for a while ago. But alright, take care. Wheel.